What's up, guys? Welcome to Comic Basic Lists, where we count down the most important and unimportant things in comics. Today's list, the 10 greatest superheroes ever. Before we begin, I'm going to ask you to do something for me. I need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button right below this video, and while you're down there, hey, turn those notifications on too. With the world more aware of superheroes than ever, it's imperative that we look at the most influential, important, and genre-changing ones. While some superheroes achieve a temporary elevation in status, they don't have the staying power as a few on this list. And why? Simply because the superheroes on this list have been around the block and etched their names in history. Some have fought wars, some serve entire galaxies, and some are born from outside of this world. No matter who they are, what they serve, or where they come from, one thing remains the same. Each has a name that is so synonymous with the word superhero that even non-comic book readers know who they are. Personal biases aside, Captain America is one of the best superheroes of all time. His role in comic books hasn't deviated too much since his inception. He is the epitome of good. He possesses an unwavering commitment to doing what's right, and more than any of these, stands up for those who can't stand up for themselves. Captain America has received a surge in popularity over the last decade due to his role in the MCU, and rightfully so. As a consequence, more people are tuning in and seeing just how important he is in the war against evil. From his early days of fighting Nazis to his later years of stopping alien invasions, Captain America's inclusion is without second thought. Very few superheroes are as identifiable as Batman. He, more than any other hero ever created, has become a cultural icon. Batman has been trademarked, copyright protected, and duplicated because, well, it's fucking Batman. What makes him worthy of being called one of the greatest superheroes of all time isn't his look. It isn't the way he attacks crime, it isn't his gadgets, nor is it the way in which his character has darkened over the years. Although, that's been pretty cool. What makes him one of the best superheroes of all time is his rogues gallery. Batman has the most recognizable and malicious enemies in the history of comic books. Take a look at this. The Joker, Penguin, Bane, Poison Ivy, Ra's al Ghul, and the list goes on. Batman is here because there isn't a single character who deals with more shit than he does. Superman, the Man of Steel, the Man of Tomorrow, Supes, the last son of Krypton, Superman. For all the reasons Captain America deserves to be here, Superman deserves them more. Not only is Superman a beacon of hope for the entire DC universe, he was the first superhero in existence. Superman ushered in a new age of comic books. Through his never-ending promise to do what's right, children began to believe in a different kind of hero. Sure, kids still looked up to their mother and fathers, but not in the same way they looked up to Superman. He is a man capable of flight, super speed, X-ray vision, projecting heat from his eyes, and more. What makes Superman one of the best superheroes of all time is that he is everything that the human race should be, but isn't. He's infallible, he's ethical, trustworthy, and lives by a code of conduct that is unrivaled. While there have been many men, women, and aliens to take the mantle of Green Lantern, this list refers to only one: Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan is looked upon by his peers as the leader of the Green Lantern Corps. He was picked by the Green Power Ring after the death of Abin Sur. It picked him due to his unbendable will to do what's right. Over time, this, of course, proved to be incorrect, but that isn't the point. Hal Jordan has been at the forefront of some of the best Green Lantern storylines ever. Blackest Night, Sinestro Corps War, Rebirth, Emerald Twilight, Emerald Dawn, Brightest Day, and through it all has remained as important to comic book readers as the day he was created. The only woman of the big three DC superheroes, Wonder Woman is the most important female character in the history of comic books. Wonder Woman gave rise to the notion that women could be courageous, powerful beyond measure, stand toe-to-toe with Superman, all the while giving hope to a segment of the comic book market that had never seen hope. Wonder Woman is the quintessential superhero because she has every quality that is necessary to be one. I don't refer to her super strength, her toughness, or her spot on the Justice League of America. Instead, I refer to the fact that she has become the perfect role model for anyone who aspires to do some good in the world. Therefore, Wonder Woman is one of the greatest superheroes of all time. There are very few places in the world where people haven't heard of Spider-Man. In fact, as a part of our sister company Comics for Cause, we've only seen a couple of them. Spider-Man is as universal as the sun setting. The reason that Spider-Man appears in so many of these lists, and lists like it, is because more than his power set, he is relatable. That's right. People all over the world love and respect Spider-Man because he isn't too different from you or I. He's an average teenager with average teenager problems that, due to unforeseen circumstances, gain special powers. As such, since his creation, he's become as recognizable as the Coca-Cola logo. Spider-Man, like every other superhero on this list, is unafraid to challenge those who would do harm to others. Day after day, he puts his own life in harm's way for the protection of those whom he doesn't know. Like the Green Lantern, there have been many iterations of the Flash. However, of them all, none are as important as Barry Allen. In fact, if DC were to change their big 3 heroes to big 4 heroes, Barry Allen would be the only superhero to make the list. Barry Allen is the first Flash named when asking someone to name a Flash. He is the one who DC built the entire Flash persona around. Yeah, others have come and gone over the years. Wally West, Kid Flash, Jay Garrick, Bart Allen. However, none are as important as fucking Barry Allen. Barry Allen is the Flash who has been at the forefront of the DC Universe changing events like Flashpoint and the launch of the New 52, and Crisis on Infinite Earths. And why? Simply because Barry Allen is the most important Flash ever. He may not be the fastest or the one who has the most control over the Speed Force, but he is the most important. First appearing in the 1960s, Daredevil has become a household name in the world of superheroes. Daredevil doesn't have a well-known rogues gallery, nor does he have a following as large as Spider-Man, but that's okay. What he does have is a gift that makes him completely unique in the world of superhero comics. As a result of an accident that would cripple a lesser man, Daredevil lost his sight. However, as a byproduct of this, his other senses were dramatically heightened. He used his heightened senses to his advantage and trained to become a superhero who would make a difference despite his disadvantage. This means that, as the expression goes, he made lemonade out of lemons. He trained and became one of the best fighters in Marvel Comics and now uses his abilities to rid the evil of Hell's Kitchen. And he uses them with style. The God of Thunder is one of the greatest superheroes of all time, and here's why. The man is a god who does everything in his power to keep peace across the 9 realms. He is the son to arguably the most powerful character in comics, Odin, and wields one of the universe's greatest weapons in Mjolnir. Thor is a fighter not to be taken lightly, a hero who possesses strength equal to the Hulk, he can fly through the cosmos, and has the ability to control lightning. Thor is so important that he will swing the side of any war to whichever side he sits on. If this doesn't convince you, know this. Thor is an original Avenger, and because of this, takes particular care in protecting the planet Earth. He doesn't do this for the accolades or the attention that it brings. No, he does this because it's what superheroes do. If you're wondering why Jean Grey deserves a spot on this list and Nightwing, Wolverine, or the Hulk doesn't, hear me out. Jean Grey was the first female introduced to the X-Men. She, like Wonder Woman, pioneered what it was to be a superheroine. Jean Grey is a powerful telepath whose mutation was so strong, Charles Xavier feared what she could and would become. Her power set is either on par or it completely outmatches those with a similar power set. Up until her time as the Dark Phoenix, Jean Grey set the tone for what a lead X-Man was. This was so much to the point that when the Xavier Institute for Higher Learning fell, the Jean Grey Institute replaced it. Jean Grey's importance as a superhero cannot be understated. She's inspired millions around the world, including myself, to believe that you do not have to be a product of your circumstance. Anyone can overcome adversity of any kind if they believe they can. And that's it. The 10 greatest superheroes to ever grace the pages of a comic book. What do you think, guys? Who would make your greatest superheroes list? Leave it in the comments below. As always, I'm going to ask you 3 things before you go. First, hit that subscribe button right below this video and turn those notifications on. Second, check out our other videos. If you don't know where to find them, no problem. I put a link right about there in that right hand corner. And third, check out 2 websites for me. The first website I need you to check out is Comics for Cause. You can find it at www.comicsforcause.com. I'll put a link down below. Comics for Cause is an initiative created by us here at Comic Basics that sees the distribution and delivery of comic books all over the world to the children who need them most. What does this mean? It means that we give comic books to kids in orphanages and hospitals. Check out the website, and if you can, help us. And the other website? Comic Basics, of course. Comic Basics is the website dedicated to this YouTube channel, and it has more information than any of these videos could possibly hold. You can find it at www.comicbasics.com. I'll put it also in the description. Thanks, guys, and hey, I'll catch you next time.